Aloha, everybody. How's it going? I just planning to play this game. I hadn't seen it before, but yesterday I was actually going to record this, but I played about an hour of the game before I started. It was recording, so we're going for a reattempt. So I played about an hour of this game, unfortunately, um, which I think is about about halfway. So bit of a review for me, but first time for you guys, hopefully. But it seems like a cool game. It's I didn't have much backstory on it before I played half of it, but it's pretty cool. So
A lot of this
I'm
doesn't
happy to
make
do it
sense
twice.
me, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna start at the beginning with the house.
Yep, I like the graphics in this game. It's very cool. Is my setting still really high? The sensitivity is really high to start with. Oh. Okay, there we go. Let's check sensitivity. It's low, but still pretty high for me. So this is just like a story about this
I lived here until I
girl's
was
family
11,
history.
but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
It's pretty cool though.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Very immersive.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Yes. I like this path. It's cool. I didn't check the upper path though. I just went down for this lower path the first time. It's so pretty though. I could so live here. This would be a sick house.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Oh, there we go. Milton Finch. Missing.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent.
I
As if
didn't.
they're about to say something, but never do.
Nah. It's so full of life. You hear the crickets and the frogs and the water, trees. I don't know what she's talking about. This is a great forest. Sick place to live. Okay, I'm gonna check the upper
The
road,
house was
but
exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
it's such a cool house. I'd still live there. Okay, let's check the upper path real quick. Okay. I love that forest trail though. That's really cool. Ooh, a deer. Nice. Is there anything else up here? That was cool. Maybe a second deer.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Interesting. I think that's where we connected. Cool. Oh, it's so pretty, like the rays peeking through the trees. This reminds me of like Oregon. Oregon's very pretty. I love foresty areas. We have a couple in Hawaii, but obviously they're much smaller. They're not on this island. The big island has a bit more foresty sections, a couple, but not the same as this. Different vibes. Still cool nonetheless. Oh, I love the extensions on this house. Very un-OSHA certified. Big old pillars and stuff, making it like a... What's that? 1, 2, 3...
As a child, The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Ah, it's so cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 or 9 stories. Yeah, I want a 9-story house. It's uncomfortable. It's
Now,
badass.
as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
It's just a house. House is so cool. So,
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
no. Yeah. But, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so my ongoing theory from the half playthrough I've already done is that all of her family members are from like an eldritch god race that are like better, more powerful than humans. They all have superpowers. Here's like her whole family tree. So they're all have like godlike powers and they're crazy and the house is unlocking them. That's why she's afraid of it. Because the more you hear,
Prowling through the
stronger
dining
you
door
get.
used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
And if you hadn't noticed, all of her family's dead, I think. I'd already kind of predicted that by this moment, so that's what I was saying. They didn't actually die though. They became
The power had been turned off
higher
the night we
beings.
left.
Yep. It's my ongoing theory.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Yeah. It's a cool house. Got a lot going on.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
And look, supernatural powers. None of this is like rotten or anything. There's like still food in it.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Yeah. If they didn't have superpowers,
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
there's a ton of salmon. Looks good. Except that's kind of low quality salmon. Still salmon, you know?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was
But,
like
like-
a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
But look, if they weren't like supernatural beings, how would they have the food not rotten? Like the food's still all there. It's definitely
My mom
Definitely have
was
some
the only one of
powers.
us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
yeah. So here you can see, actually, just say real quick, most of them have very short lives, unfortunately. But like Edie almost lived, or Edie lived to 107. That's crazy. So she watched the whole thing happen. It's pretty cool. But I'd totally
Nothing
live in
in
this
the house
house.
looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
That's good though. Better than having too
Even
few
the
teeth.
fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh yeah, so the original house is out here, right there. They sailed from somewhere else. We'll see it later, but very interesting.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Music box. Oh, I forgot. You gotta like spin. You can't like click. You have to like reenact it, or not reenact it. Like simulate the motion with
Great
the
Grandpa
mouse.
Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Yeah. So Sven rebuilt the house after it collapsed. Oh, they each have mail. I didn't notice that. Lewis was getting mail. Wasn't he pretty young though? Maybe he got older. I don't remember. You'd think you'd take your mail when you leave though. Oh yeah. Each of the rooms have a.
A lot of things
Hold
got
on.
left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Hence all the things here. All the rooms have these little peepholes in them. So you can,
Edie
like,
told me
peek
once
in.
that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
That's such a cool door to the library though, like to have all these books around it like an arch. It's really cool.
After Milton disappeared,
Ton of books too. I
Mom
guess that's
sealed up all the bedrooms.
not much to do here other than read,
Then
but
Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
it'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to drill up all these rooms. There's so many cool rooms. Okay. This is Steve's and Eddie's rooms. Oh, Edie's room. Sorry, Steve and Edie.
The last time I was in Edith Senior's room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
She was... Oh, she died when she was 11. Okay, I see. Maybe she was also the entomologist who likes all the bugs. Could be. Gregory lived to be...
As a kid, I
Is that
just assumed
one?
every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Oh, Gregory was the 1-year-old. I see. It's a weird bathroom. Poor Gregory. Isn't that the name of the FNAF character? I don't know. I've never played FNAF either. Calvin made it
My
to
grandpa
11.
Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother,
Oh,
Calvin.
that's messed up. Oh, why is there a walkway on the front? I guess it was like to separate the room entirely. But yeah, I wouldn't want to live with my dead brother. It'd be a little messed up, I think. I love the orca pictures. I'm an orca with my phone lock screen because it's cool.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first
It's
thing they
cool
always
animal.
want to know about is Barbara.
Okay, so Barbara was a child actor. She was...
Barbara was a child star
16?
for 2 years, until America
12?
grew out of it.
I don't know how old she was. 2 years, child actor. 16. Math. A little wine. Okay. Can't go up
Mom must
here.
have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Hmm. Interesting. Oh. Who dis?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Okay. So that's the one in the water. Over there. OG house. Molly lived to be 10? 10.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in
I should say
1947.
lived on this plane, because she definitely went to another one. Yep. They're all gods. Calling it. She seems cool, though.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Great
I think my
Uncle
mom
Walter.
sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
So that's the first house. Nice. No dates on the door. Oh, I love whale sharks too. They're so cool. Most sea animals are pretty cool to me though. Okay, so this is a caboose.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Okay, but this was what bothered me. The first time is like, it's not very well hidden. Why would you lock a book to a wall? Like, it's so obviously a secret.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Was she though? I mean, there's
Now
a
it was time to
book
find out what my mom had been
locked
afraid
into a
of.
wall. Like, obviously, it's a secret. Secret entranceway.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Yep, he signed it. Milton. Interesting. This would be so sick. I would
Reading
love this house.
Maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Yep.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Wow.
I grew up looking at Molly's room.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny
Oh.
bedroom with its own, even tinier gerbil cage.
I am overlapping things. Sorry. Tiny gerbil cage for the tiny gerbil. Molly's door. So this is what she always saw from the
Being
room.
inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Yeah, it would be a weird existence to like just keep peeping in at rooms that you could never go into and then finally being able to enter one. Be interesting. Okay. It's also weird to have like a still frame of like what the room was like when they died or left this world. Because they have a bad habit of just leaving things. As you saw, like all the kitchen and stuff, like they didn't clean up at all when they left. They just, when they're done with an area, they just split. I'm done. Goodbye. We out. Yep. But anyways, so the whole thing is like each room has one of these murals.
Edie had spent a lot of time here.
And these
Before my mom
shrines.
sealed the doors.
So Molly was Edie's kid? Yeah, Molly was Edie's child. Edie and Walter. Yes, Molly. Okay, so each one of them have these little shrines that have like a little novel about them. Little...
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen.
See, this was
It started
planned.
when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I
Yep.
woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Ominously moving towards the gerbil.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind.
Just the food. Okay, good. I know now, but like, kind of reenacting the first time I saw it, because, yeah.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Pretty sick room, though. Okay, this way? Oh, no.
I kept eating and eating.
Toothpaste is not the thing to eat. Especially old-timey toothpaste in like the 1940s or something. Like, I'm sure they put all types of weird stuff in that.
I ate a lot of things that night.
And these are just styrofoam, yeah? That's not good either. Oh, that's a styrofoam noise. But like... don't they might have just used baking soda back then, so maybe it wouldn't be too bad
Then
to
I
eat.
heard chirping outside my window.
But that was a tube of something. That wasn't baking soda. Well, good thing she didn't eat the fish. Oh, wait. What is
I
this?
thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Good. Don't eat Christopher. I was worried about that. I was literally not even going to go towards it
It was a barn swallow going
Until-
back to her nest.
until I saw that I thought about it, and I was like,
I
okay, I'll
reached
check it
out
out.
for her.
I was not going to let her eat her own fish.
And suddenly,
Okay.
I was a cat.
See, this is how the Eldritch Horror theory began, because, I mean, how is she gonna be a cat? She's just freaking manifest cat. Become cat.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Speed running this cat life. Oh yeah, we go up here, yeah. Nice.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Very lifelike. Very animated. Parents. Oh, this was built. Yeah, this was the garage. Interesting. Didn't notice that first time. It's also weird to see all the... Oh, there was another route I could have taken, huh? What's over here? Oh, this is the right route. Okay. Never mind. Yep.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Be so cool to be a cat, though. Turning into different animals would be a great superpower. Not in terms of like power, but in terms of like enjoyment. There's so many cool animals to turn into.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Whoop.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Dang. She's quite committed to this. Oh. And
Suddenly, I was an owl.
become owl.
First, all I heard was the wind.
She's evolving
Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
into the grass. It was somewhere over here, yeah? Oh yeah, over here. Right? Over here?
Rabbits.
Right there. Caca. Oh, I missed? No, I got it. Nice.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine
Wow.
through my talons.
That is
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
pretty gnarly to
Then I flew off
one-shot
to
a
something bigger.
rabbit, go all in one. Like that's a lot of bones and cartilage. and organs.
A mama rabbit.
Oh. Okay, let's see if we can get this one even better. Like right there. Oh, right through a tree. She doesn't even care.
She was almost too
Dead
big to
set.
carry. I started choking, but I
Jesus.
couldn't stop eating.
Die for the food. You'd think one rabbit would be enough, too.
I was a shark.
Oh. Okay. The realism of the game took a spill right there. Still cool though. Come on, shark. What is this, like a
I rolled off a cliff.
reef shark? I
into
don't know
the
what shark
ocean.
that would be.
Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Dang. Insatiable, one might say. Why can't I go down? Oh, it's inverted. Okay, I see. I was spamming up.
I wanted fat, juicy
Okay.
seals.
Did I miss? I totally missed, didn't I? Yeah. Dang. Oh my lord. It is hard to control a shark. Who would have thunk? Come on. Oh, there we go. Got him.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Poor baby seal. Get him.
I grabbed on tight.
Get him.
But I was so hungry,
Aw.
I jumped out of the water.
Poor spotted seal.
When
Okay.
I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
This is another indicator of becoming an eldritch horror is
Now I was a monster.
I literally became a
So
tentacle monster.
people everywhere.
A tentacle monster that eats people. Definitely not ideal for trying to convince people that you're not some type of god. Sneak.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Yeah, she's definitely interesting. Oh, oh, that was a little suspicious movement right there. As I snuck up his leg. Good thing it ended there. I just ate him. Could have been a lot worse.
I
Nice.
wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
At least she's honest with herself. You know? He's having a good time. Oh, I should have let him sing more. That was pretty funny. Oh well. Making pretty good time with these tentacles. Sneak up on
The
him.
last passenger, I was still hungry. To cross the water, I smelled something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Interesting. Where's she going? Into the tube.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Yep. As good smells tend to do. Straight into the sewer. Just kidding, not the sewer. Toilet. A familiar toilet, unfortunately.
I got closer and closer.
The toilet in Molly's room. I love how the bathroom had so much use. She had to have a huge pipe that led straight out to the ocean.
All my stomach started growling.
Multiple stomachs. And of
It's
course,
That
we
was me again.
fade out right below her.
I held my breath for a long time.
This is
I couldn't hear anything.
kind of the worst case scenario.
Wait for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Oh, wow. Yep, that is a tough way to go. Possibly the worst way to go. You know, inevitable demise you can't stop. But she didn't die. She just became
I'm
one
not
with
sure
her
if I
true
believe
self.
all of that. but I'm sure Edie would have.
That's what I'm going with. Okay. First, oh, I paused. First person down, Molly. But this is a cool thing. Oarfish, great white, sailfish. Oh no, it's a sunfish. It's not an oarfish. Oh, oarfish are bigger. They're down here, yeah. I can't crouch. Yeah, oarfish are the long ones. I was mixing up with sunfish. Tuna. Nice. Did we go out the window? Is that how we leave? Yeah. We have an awning now. We don't need to turn into a cat. Can I go out on this branch? No, I can't. Okay. Can't cut that way either.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom
That's
didn't
cool.
like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
She wasn't alive for Molly, though. Yeah? Molly was... Her mom was Dawn. No, Molly was before her. Interesting. It's kind of a weird...
a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Yeah, Edie seems cool. Oh, that's a lot of cages. A lot of birds. Big, what's bird? Ornithologist? Yeah. Well, a snake, too. Bob. What a legend. Bob the snake. What was I saying before that, though? Oh, yeah, Edie was pretty sick. I think she's cool.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Nice.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Nice. Yeah, so Sven was Edie's husband, yeah? Where was Sven? Maybe not? I don't see Sven. Oh, Sven right here. So this was, yeah, Edie and Sven had these kids. And Kay and Gus had these kids. These two had these ones, right? These two, maybe? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Sven.
Even in her 90s.
Oh.
Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Yeah, you gotta live passionately, you know? Gotta go for it.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Wow. This is quite the bathroom.
It was a pretty big trace.
I would agree. So the sealed door, yeah. Oh, that's to leave. What's that on the bleach? I don't know. Strange. Yeah, see, there's this over here I gotta go to. Oh.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Ah. Louis died a week
Edie
before.
knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Her gloves only lasted a year, though. That's, I guess they were well used.
Her room was like a museum.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, I had one of these. These were so cool. These, like, things you could, like...
For 500 years, the
slide the
Finches
things
have
through.
been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse.
So they
His
were...
wife Ingeborg and their newborn son.
They're from
Johan.
Sweden. Rich people from Sweden.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
This dude is pretty crazy. Freaking ships a house from Sweden to... Where are they? Somewhere in the U.S., yeah?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington
That's where they
send the
are.
house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Trying to ship a house across the ocean. But imagine making it 99.99% of your trip and literally crashing right in front of your shores. That's pretty
Odin's daughter
unfortunate.
Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Wow. So Seattle
Odin
actually
Finch
wasn't
is the
far.
first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Wow.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Oregon wasn't far off of a guess for the forest. It's Washington. Oh, that's the repeat. Nice. Oh, how do I get out of this? Oh, I hold back. I see. That's really cool though. I want to go through the rest of them, but they won't
Whatever's
let
wrong
me.
with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah, 500 years. Yeah, that is a long time. 1880. That's crazy. Pen. So he lived to 57. Not a bad life. Gotta live fast and die young, you know? What was I gonna say before, though? Oh, yeah, the thing about Oregon being close to where they actually were, because I thought it was Oregon. Okay, another secret book. This one's cool, though, even though it's like such not a secret. It's so obvious. Lewis says there's a secret in his bathroom. But it's still cool nonetheless, even if it's not very secretive.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Yeah, pretty sick. This was a cool family. She is definitely a Finch. See, she didn't even shut up the picture book. She just left it, the tabs sticking out. No, don't go back through. I wanted to look at the tabs. Edie. Edith. She's Edith, not Edie. Okay, we're just gonna keep going in and out of this little freaking hide-a-hole. But yeah, definitely a Finch in the sense that...
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
So Sven was the grandfather. Sam is her uncle. But yeah, they all love to just leave stuff lying around. Halfway done. They're just like, I'm leaving my mark on this area by not cleaning anything that I do. Not a very great spot for Polaroids, though, you know? I wouldn't... You're producing film and someone's showering right next to you through this wall? I don't know, a little creepy. Hey, this is the shower thing. Yeah, you can shut off the shower if you wanted to. It's all messed up. Is that an axe? No, it's tongs. Interesting. But yeah, no, I don't know about that. Hide a hole right behind a shower. Let's get you. Man, Milton was all over this house. He definitely had a better time than her. She never went anywhere. Milton was all over the place. I definitely would have been like Milton. I would have explored all of this house. And I would have been totally down to add crazy additions like they did. I think I'd fit well with this family. So here's Sam, the one who had to live in this room for 10 years with his dead brother. Well, obviously not with his dead brother, but like in the same room that he grew up with his brother in. Pretty weird.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Oh, I was one generation off. Sam was grandfather. So great-grandfather was Sven, not her father. Yeah? Okay. I see.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you had to grow up with this trauma, like, I don't think I'd like reliving it either, but, you know, you gotta keep on moving.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Yeah, this kid was definitely a little bit too...
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
A little too stubborn, but
At
pretty
Barbara's
baller.
funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Yep. That was when he awoke
I
his
think
powers.
Calvin always wanted to fly.
I don't know, what did I think his powers were?
Calvin!
He definitely defied physics.
Coming!
You'll see that in a
But
minute.
that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
And I think you can all tell where this one's
I
going.
told him going around was impossible.
Yep. Here's where he starts to defy physics. See,
Maybe
the
if
chain
I
loses
hadn't
no
said that.
slack. Right here, he's upside down. Chain stays intact. Nah.
Calvin!
not really how physics work, but you know,
if the wind hadn't
he doesn't
taken
care. He's ready to become a higher
And
being.
maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I
Yeah,
think he'd already made up his mind.
he's sending it.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
This is the one? Oh yeah. Look at that. To the moon!
The day he made up his mind to fly.
I mean, you could live that. I mean, in that scenario where he lands in the water, but he probably wouldn't actually land in the water. Oh well. He was cool. Definitely.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger,
I like his
remember
face.
trying to do the exact same thing.
Nice. You'd think that'd cause her mother to have a panic attack
After the
because
funeral,
she
Edie
knew that's
lit
how
up
one of her
Calvin's half of the room.
siblings died. Yep, super messed up not to clear this side
Mom
out
said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
and make her son live in the room where her brother, you know what I mean, or his brother was. Definitely a little weird. I mean, I get maybe memorialize it and roping off, but move him out, like, that's pretty messed up. Oh, I can go up here? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, definitely a little traumatic. So, oh, Sam liked pictures, yeah. Sam was her dad, I thought. Is Sam her dad? No, Sanjay is her dad. Sam was Calvin's dad. Okay. Grandpa Sam. Oh yeah, Grandpa Sam. I remember. Okay. Okay, this one is quite secretive, I think. But it's doable. But she just solved that way too quick, I think. Like, it's obvious that there's a secret behind this, but to push books together, I don't know. It seems a little counterintuitive. It seems like a decent hiding spot compared to the other ones, at least. They're all very book related, though. But I guess most secret entrances are.
The passages were a pretty tight fit.
There's the third floor.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Mm-hmm. We should unlock this for the future, because we're gonna have to go out that way. Eek. Oh, Milton. See, Milton's all over this place. He went through everything. He knows the way to
Growing
do
up,
it.
I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
As one does when they're a child star.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
That is true. It's hard after you're a child star, especially if you aren't able to stay in the industry, which is most child stars, unfortunately. Definitely not the way to go about it if you want to be an adult star. What's canned under there? I don't know. Interesting. Okay, here's Barbara's thing. This is also a super messed up way to
Of all the stories people wrote about
commercialize
Barbara's
someone's death.
I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Like, imagine doing a horror comic story about a woman who actually was murdered
Oh, Jack here with another
or disappeared.
tale
I can't actually remember.
inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
The story actually doesn't really tell you how she dies.
As a child
Well, you'll see.
star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16,
Not even that good of a
she was
scream.
all washed up, a has-been.
Mm-hmm.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans.
It's not really a good
Just
break,
the
though.
boost her career needed.
I wouldn't count that as a boost.
Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Oh my god.
Getting better.
Yeah, I could
I
scream
think
better
you
than
just
that.
need the right motivation.
Like as a
Her biggest
child
fan
scream.
and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's
Yeah.
father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Yeah, this family's a little accident prone.
Got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. her convention comeback was cancelled.
Rip. Oh.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
See, this also confused me because it says a gang of hoodlums, like
You're
multiple
right.
hoodlums.
Also, I loved your delivery on
But you'll
that.
see later why I'm
Why is your
confused.
basement door locked?
Just pointing that out
My
now.
dad
It's a
likes
gang
to
of
put puzzles in
hoodlums,
secret
what they describe it as.
There's a key hidden in the music box.
Yeah.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
They also publicize a secret of the house, which I guess isn't like as
20 minutes
dangerous
later,
to like being robbed because it's like to get into the basement, like not to get in the main door or anything. But still weird that they put that detail in a book that is publicized to everyone, and how they even figure that out.
Music box.
Okay, can I wind? Wind that way, that way.
As she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh yeah, now we can control it. Doesn't that spoil the next one? Like you. Like, I think 5 or 6 finger amputations. They're almost always from table saws. Like, super dangerous tool. Very easily finger amputation. Be careful if you use one. In real life. Well, I'm sure you know, though, if you're using one. But probably the most dangerous tool in terms of finger loss. Big old spinning blade on a table you throw wood at, I guess, makes sense, you know?
The old ridge rattled and grew still.
That is a human type of rattle. Why is that gang leader thing still on the screen too? Wham!
Oh dear.
Smack him.
Oh!
Rick?
He deserves that.
Barb, relax.
That wasn't
I was
great.
just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Interesting.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
He's a little,
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
he was a little too into that.
Barb,
Understandably, that she got annoyed.
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep.
Yeah, see, spoiler.
The late picture show.
Late picture show, too.
Later,
I don't know.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there?
Yanni.
Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, we're dead, Walter.
Time for that. Oh yeah, we've got time. Incredibles references.
Played her part beautifully.
Wow. This guy's a little too into her final scream kind of shtick going of like, here's Molly's room. Maybe we get the tentacle monster to help us? No, he didn't come out. Okay. Yeah, the author's a little too into her having like a final scream type theme going. Okay, time to fuck this guy up though. Ready? Whoop-ah! Oh yeah. Taking him out. Boom. Come on, off the top rope. Right here. I need to jump on him to ensure that we get him. Because if I walk down here and he's gone, things are going to go poorly, I think. He also didn't... I don't know. I guess he could have been a doctor. You never know. Ate his family in his hand. Yep, he's not here. This is where the problems begin. Or end, depending on how you see them. Right behind her? No.
But all she heard was...
Wham. Doorbell. There he is. Or is it a bait? Is it the hoodlum's outside and he's gonna come from behind? Right up there. No. In the closet? Work boots?
Was dying to speak to young Barbara.
A little impatient, but okay.
She heard whispering.
Mm-hmm. Never a good sign.
From inside the house.
What? She heard whispering at the door, and then it's behind her? Nah.
Oh dear.
Wow. He's really hanging on to that scream. There's a lot of plots in this, plot lines that are just wrong.
She saw what kind of monsters
You know, like,
they
why would they be cheering about her performance when they knew she didn't know it was a performance? Yeah.
Final breath. Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Big scream? There it is. Okay.
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
Interesting.
Girl. She had a taste for stardom, but unfortunately, so did her fans.
Hilarious.
The police blamed it all on poor Rick.
Imagine having...
Disappeared the same night.
Imagine publishing this, though.
Little Walter
On a true story.
under his bed the whole time.
Super messed up.
He took it all pretty hard, but that's another
Like, imagine reading about your daughter's death in this comic, and then, like, they're poking jokes about it.
box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
What?
Now that's what I call a real ear eater.
Imagine listening to this corny puns as you're, like, reviewing your daughter's death through the story. Like, that's so messed up. Like, the mom kept this, right? That was the thing? Edie kept it, and Edie was her mom.
All Barbara wanted was to be remembered.
Yeah.
As absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Pretty messed up ending, though. That author definitely could have been a little more tactful. Pretty messed up. Who's Walter's mom, though? Is it Odin and Ingeborg? Yeah, Edie, I guess, was... They were the same time? No, he was born after her. Or after he died. So Walter must have been Edie's kid? I guess. But why is he off on a different branch? Yeah, he definitely was born around these times. So the Walter was definitely Edie's kid. Okay. And then Kay and Gus had these kids? I'm not sure. Maybe Walter had those? I don't know. It's a weird plotline. Sam? No, Sam had Dawn and Gus and Gregory with Kay. That's what it is. And then Dawn with Sanji had Edith and Milton and Lewis. So that's how it works. It's like 4 generations. Got it. What was I saying before that? Oh yeah. Barbara's comic had a lot of holes in it. But I guess her thing was being able to summon creatures, we'll say? Sure. And they took her to the next thing. Next life. But they got a little too Mike Tyson-y and bit her ear off. That's what we're going with.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
She didn't want her to go in the basement. Or see an ear. One of the two. Okay, so now I'm guessing we go to the music box. Or what am I saying? Guessing. That's what I did yesterday. And it was right. Perfect. A perfect time for that. Music boxes are cool, but I prefer the music boxes that have like the actual metal prongs you can see spinning around and clinking. That's with like the ballerina dancing. I like to see the mechanics, the gears of it. Pretty basic, pretty standard basement. I will say that's a pretty cool key spot though.
Mom said the
to
basement
hide.
was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
It's fair. I mean, one guy died designing a dragon down here. Oh, he was also the one that cut himself with this thing, yeah? Pretty dangerous bottom downstairs, but if I had a pool table...
I sneaked down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Okay. Interesting. But if I had a pool table in my basement, I'd live down there. Like, pool's so much fun.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Look at that. That's such a cool basement. Like, play area. Put some darts, get like a TV or something. Hell yeah. Fridge should be a little closer.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Never mind. Fridge doesn't need to be closer because I forgot. It is a secret, what was it called? Doomsday shelter. Yep.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Walter.
She said
living underground.
Got as far away as he could.
Living underground. In this bunker he built.
There's a pattern in all these stories. I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Yep, he made it like 20 yards or something from the house. 20 yards down. This is a pretty sick bunker though. He's got his peaches and beans and cereal. What a way to live. Good times. Here's Walter's thing. There's nothing else we can do? Oh, we can check out the window. Ah, yes. The scenic views of Washington. Beautiful. Okay. Checking out his story.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Wow. Yeah, 30 years. Oh, yeah. The first time I was here, I predicted it was 30 years.
After the shaking
I literally said, I bet he's been down here 30 years, and then he was. Wow. Yeah. So his power is definitely the
after a few days, I settled into a routine.
Power to create earthquakes, tremors, control the earth. Because I don't feel any of these earthquakes except for in this story. Like, never heard about earthquakes, but
That's what kept me sane.
He hears them all the time. That's also how he dug the bunker. Was with his
Having a schedule.
geo powers. Yep. It's quite a life though. Jamming to a radio and eating peaches.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
And not a great way to live.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Yeah. What's that called? Where you get you fall in love with your kidnapper.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
What's that called? Stockholm Syndrome, yeah. He's falling in love with his, situation. Ah, so he's fallen in love with his, tremors. Cool.
And then
What a
day,
diet.
Everything just stopped.
Interesting.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
That's
Maybe
his
I got tired of waiting.
his sign that it's time to ascend to a
Maybe
higher
I just
plane.
got tired of being afraid.
Return to the earth. Become one with everything. All right. Sorry, 2005. So he was alive when she was living here. Because it's 2000.
Now, the longest in 30 years.
She left in 2010.
I'm done waiting.
Saw that on a calendar downstairs.
I have to leave.
Or upstairs.
I still can.
So she left when she was 11. Gone 6 years. So she was 6 when he was down here. Left in 2010 when she was 11. Came back in 2016 when she's 17. Okay. So it's 2016 now. Interesting. And now he has decided to leave because the Earth is now calling him. Yep. Like a moth to the flame. Time to return to the
I know
Earth.
it's out there somewhere.
He's looking for the Rumbles?
Whatever killed Barbara.
No, not the Rumbles. The murderers.
And Molly.
Molly died too.
And Calvin.
She didn't die. She ascended. Calvin, we don't know about Calvin.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
Time to break down the foundations of the house, I guess.
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
Yeah. Living in the past is bad. You gotta move on. You gotta keep on keeping on. Oh, I guess maybe not destroying.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Did he? Yeah, see, he didn't destroy the foundations of the house. That's good. He just destroyed the railroad tunnel. Well, I can speak. Yeah, you were living in a basement for 30 years. I think food is
I don't mind if I
an easy plus when you leave. I think he's getting hit by a train. Yeah. Definitely he's not going to live that long if he keeps walking on these train tracks. You just go right to that corner. Up.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Yeah, there it is. Rip. Goodbye. Rip Walter. Okay. Walter
died when I was 6.
didn't actually get hit by that train.
I can't believe
He
my mom never told me he was down here.
didn't get hit by a train.
I'm sure
How
my
did
mom
he
was trying to protect me.
ascend and not do that? He slipped into the ground just before it came. Yep. I don't know about protection, though. Being completely shutting out all truth is not a very good method of protecting someone. Isn't that how Elsa was made? She, conceal, don't feel, you know?
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
You gotta let it go, as a famous Disney princess
But if
said.
she never told me about an uncle under the house,
Exactly. You gotta
I can
keep,
only imagine what else she was hiding.
you gotta keep people up to date. Look, see, this is more of that
I
superpower
don't want
stuff.
to make the same mistakes she made.
Supernatural stuff. All this stuff isn't rotting. Okay, this one at least has flies. I guess because it's out of the house, the power kind of faded. But it's not rotting still. Like, that's just a 30-year-old food pile. It's crazy. He'd definitely get a disease, you know?
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
I don't know. I don't recommend burying all your trash in your yard.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2.
Oh yeah, I remember. I made
It
a
was time I heard the stories for myself.
I made a prediction last time I played this, and it came out true. What's backwards? I guess we can't go that way. It's whatever. But I made a prediction. I won't say it this time because I won't spoil, because I now know that the prediction came true. But
what happened to everyone else.
I predicted it literally before we even saw the house. I was right on the money for it. So
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might
pretty
be a
unfortunate.
problem.
I made it to just about past here.
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
Did Walter like trains? Like, this memorial is very train themed. You'd think that's a little messed up for someone that died by train, but oh well. And I guess these tracks have been destroyed in the last 10 years? 11 years? Weird.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Yeah. But that's such a cool dock. I'd love to like explore the house and like play on this dock and stuff. This would be a sick house. I was a lifeguard, so I had a lifeguard at a couple beaches that had these, and they're very fun to play on. But the ones that have like stuff to do, like diving boards and stuff, are more cool, a lot cooler. But those are rare to find. It's still fun though. Chill out on the dock in the island, in the water. Then you can go swim out and scuba dive by the house. This would be a sick house to live in.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
No, you gotta keep going. So cool. This land's probably worth so much too.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Once you clean out all this stuff. Okay, so I was just past
the
here.
history you're a part of.
This is where Molly was murdered. It's how the dude got in. Is that a can of... I don't know. I thought it was like a hard seltzer. Interesting. Not the best beach, but you know, it's fine if you got some
So to be
sandals or
honest,
something.
I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Interesting.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Oh yeah, I can give you a hint of my prediction. That is a hint for my prediction that I had last time. Oh, they got kayaks too. This family's sick. I don't care what she says. This is like the coolest family. I don't think I can go that way. Okay. I think we're going up to the graveyard, yeah? Up and up. Pretty good shape these stairs are in for being built, like, what, 40 years ago? Right by the water?
Had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
It's always the crazy families that are rich. I mean, not all crazy families are rich, but most of the rich ones are crazy. You know? You gotta be a little crazy to make it big.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
That's not ideal, but somewhat
what kind
healthy.
Of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
A cool one. I mean, a little reckless maybe as well, but
It's embarrassing for me to admit this.
cool nonetheless.
The pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
That's fair. I
3
mean,
of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
that's part of it, for sure. But like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, pet cemetery is sad, because like you got those emotional attachments to all these animals. A lot more than the people that you never met before.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Yeah, she seemed to enjoy it. Okay, Molly has become a sky cat. Calvin went to the stars. Sven is riding dragons. Edie we don't know about, but she seemed really cool. She's definitely like the world librarian for all the knowledge. She stayed alive and was chilling with all the books. Yep. And studying and stuff. Yeah, she's definitely like a librarian. Walter became one with the earth. There he is. Chilling in the earth. And Barbara, I don't know. I don't know what happened to her. She was encapsulated in movies
I'm
and
sure
films.
Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Yeah, you gotta kind of. What do you say? Yeah, you gotta remember the past, but move on at the same time. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
You can. That is a true statement. Pretty crazy though that they like just left the house right there. Obviously, it'd be really expensive to move, but pretty unfortunate for the guy that
Edie
died
said
there.
she dreamed about the old house every night.
You'd think you'd be able to swim back in if you were that close, but you know, he went down with the house. It's pretty good commitment. I respect him.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Yeah.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Definitely two different ways to live. You know, enjoying life and fearing it. Two different
She
problems.
lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to go through. We don't know how Milton died, do we? No.
I never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
That's sad. Definitely tough. But when you put it in a graveyard, that's kind of denial, you know? So this was the father. Died in 02 when she was 1. That's sad. And Lewis died just when they left, 2010. Yeah. Okay, he's got a crown. Interesting.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now.
Oh, did the mom die? Sorry. Cut off. Yeah, Dawn died this year. Oh, that's why she's
Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along.
that's why she came back.
For me to come back someday. And find everything out for myself.
So the mom did die away from the house. It's a different turn of events. Okay, we're coming up on where I left off. Was right when my prediction came true. Because I was like,
But we
oh
can
yeah,
work
and then
on
I
it
looked
now.
down and noticed that I didn't start recording. I clicked record, but I immediately clicked end record, which is kind of the worst mistake when you realize you're like an hour in.
If she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Boom, that was my prediction. Right when I saw her, I was like, I bet she's pregnant, like looking at her stomach. Maybe a mean thing to say, but I was right on the money. But I was also hesitant because she is 17 right now. But you know, no judgment, yeah. It happens, to each their own. Everyone's got different stories. Totally a fair thing. So I actually ended right on this roof. So now everything I see past this will be new to me as well.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Okay, so this is Sam's room. Oh, adult Sam, yeah, because young Sam was with his brother Calvin.
They
But
were both pretty intense.
I guess he didn't die in enlistment. I thought he was going to die in the war. I mean, he might still. Maybe I was wrong. But no, he came back from the war if he was here because he enlisted.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Yeah? Oh, I guess the war, yeah. But see, yeah, they were definitely protected by something. He went through wars and didn't die. Wait, what war did he go through? Sam. Vietnam? Because 1950s after World War II. Probably Vietnam? I thought that wasn't from Vietnam, though. I guess maybe it was, that photo. That looks kind of Vietnam-y. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, I really kind of predicted he was going to die in enlistment, so I'm surprised he made it back. And became a hunter. Interesting. But, Not a bad thing, being a hunter. But I mean, I think you should eat everything you kill. Like, a lot of people don't, and it's kind of messed up. But to each their own, I guess. No judgment, except for endangered animals. It's pretty messed up to hunt them. What is this kind of photo? It's a weird photo to take.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a
Okay,
lifetime.
I can take photos. Oh, in and out with the arrow buttons.
Am I gonna have to...
Perfect.
Oh, I'm cutting things off.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Oh, there it is.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
So this is Dawn. This is her mom, yeah?
Okay, got it.
She already looks like a
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
kind of stuck up.
Just be careful.
That might be
the
mean.
camera's older than you are.
Might be mean to say.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Okay.
You're right, Dad. It's starting.
Hey!
A little messed up. Oh.
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn.
Fishes?
You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
No.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Bird. And then deer. Nice.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Oh, take the shot? Oh, are they hunting that deer?
I...
Just
That's pretty messed up. Oh, I keep cutting this dialogue. Sorry.
let me get behind you.
Is he gonna get the kill shot? That's a little messed up.
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
You gotta be strong by killing deer. I mean, go off, but also with a...
Keep
I
yourself
don't know.
squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready.
A little too detached for killing something, you know? Like a gun.
Great shot, Dawn.
Oh, yeah, that's it's quite the photo. But, I don't know, hunting's not awful, but not the best thing either.
I'm proud of you, Dawn.
Oh,
Always
I
remember
gotta
that,
get
okay?
up here, I see. Yeah, this is kind of a precarious place to take a photo
Dad?
with the deer, too.
It's twitching. I think
Yeah, okay.
Just focus on the camera.
No,
Try not to think about
Dad!
there it is. Yeah, that deer kind of baited him up there. Took him out with him. He knew he was gonna die. He went to he trapped him. That
Of all these
was
stories,
that was a
that's
bait.
the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
200 IQ deer right there. What a way to fight back. But yeah,
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
oh, so this was all her family, yeah? Her brothers? 2 brothers? Yeah. Dad and mom. Interesting. But, I don't know. Hunting with a gun seems a bit boring to me. Like, you sit for so long, and then you just, like, shoot an animal that can't fight back at all. To me, wait, should we go down here? I think we shouldn't, actually. Most of the time we don't have to backtrack, and I don't know what's down there. Oh, right here. Yeah, the side door. I don't know. Hunting just seemed a little boring to me, but to each their own. As long as you eat what you kill. Meal ready to eat. They just have so much food here. You could, like, survive so long in this place. With, like, Walter. It's Walter, yeah? At Walter's place, and
Sam died.
I don't
My
know,
mom and Edie got really close.
all the unrotten
They
food.
both lost a lot.
Yeah, they did have to go through a lot of deaths. There's a problem with being the only one that lives into their old age. It's pretty tough when your kids die. That's sad. Especially like right here, like the 3 of them grew up in this room, and Rip Gregory. Okay, this is her brother that didn't live very long. Oh, and I guess I was kind of curious about Sam, her grandmother on her side. On the mom's side, yeah. I was confused because I didn't see her in the picture, but I guess she divorced after this baby died.
Dear
That's
Kay,
sad.
Do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Hmm. So his powers awoken
He saw
early.
things the rest of us don't.
Okay. He definitely had telekinesis. Okay. All right. Oh, and now we control the frog. Oh, we can jump. I see. Knock some letters in. Good deal.
Gregory, it's time to...
Oh, this isn't a good sign.
Hold on, sweetie.
She's leaving
Hello?
the baby in the tub. Never a good start to a story.
I don't want to talk right now.
Okay, let's keep knocking these boys in. Oh, we got one.
I wonder what he saw.
One more letter. Come on, we'll get it. Come on.
What is wrong?
Get the G. Got him. It was an achievement. Knock all the letters into the tub. Gregory. That's tricks, dude.
So much of Calvin.
Oh.
Lost in his imagination.
Huh. Oh, we sent the whale in. We can't use this guy anymore? Okay, I guess we had to use the whale. Oh, flip them upside down. Or right side up. Got up here. Oh, big send. Oh, we're gonna drink some bubbles? That's not ideal. Backflip? Nope. What's over here? More toy soldiers? Oh, what? We missed it. Okay. Over here, toy soldier. Got him. Oh. Okay. We got the bubbles. It's a party. Time to drink it, yeah?
No, I worried about a baby being too happy.
Yeah, that's a little guilt trippy. Oh.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
Oh.
I know you did everything you could.
He didn't die here. That's good.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Oh, one more time. This isn't good.
I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Okay, I see.
She could have told me.
She steps out, and then we want to fill the bath time again. Now we gotta make sure we turn the water off, yeah? So we don't die. Come on, water. Turn off. This isn't good.
So much.
I got there. You saw that. I was there to turn the water off. Okay, no, he becomes frog.
About everything.
He was originally just for telekinesis, but now he can separate his mind and astral walk as well.
What happened
Yep.
wasn't your fault.
Rip the baby. Come on, get the plug. You can do it, baby. Yay, you got the plug. He didn't drown. Oh.
Sure as hell.
Nope. He has decided to return to the sea.
And he'd want you to be happy too.
So the dad divorced the mom
Okay.
because
Love, Sam.
couldn't handle the baby's death. I mean, you know, watch your kids in the bathtub. That's what I got out of that one. Probably a good message. Don't let your kids bathe unattended. Or leave them in an empty bath unattended, all wet and cold. Totally could have died of hypothermia. That could have been a very real way he died. A little messed up. Watch your children. Why do they have like a padlock on a baby's chest? Very interesting. Okay, we came in that way. This is Dawn, the mom. And this is Gus, the
I can't imagine
brother.
writing poetry, and yet
Oh, he was pretty sick. Skateboarder with a mohawk. Flew kites. Listened to heavy metal. He was a cool kid. But he loves to... I don't know. I'm not going to say that anymore. Just kidding. Was he boxing too? Oh no, that's just a backpack. Interesting. Okay, let's see how he died. Did he Thomas Edison? That's the only thing I can remember from a kite.
Gus, who
always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Okay.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Mm-hmm. Collect the words. I'm thinking he's gonna Thomas Edison this. I don't see any lightning though. It was Thomas Edison, yeah? Or was it,
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
This is a pretty good poem. Rhymey. Who got struck by lightning with the kite? Benjamin Franklin?
Him out of it,
I don't know.
though he'd never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that I know.
Kites are pretty fun. I haven't flown a kite in a long time. Okay, where do we go? Down here? Nope. All the way over here? Oh, right on the totem pole. Oh, the totem pole's up right now. It was down when we came.
Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
What a legend. He was like 12, yeah? Wait, how old was he when he died? Gus. Died when he was 13. Little 13-year-old flipping people off with a mohawk. What a Chad.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of trust in that little tent he made. Storm's kind of coming out of nowhere. I don't see a lot of clouds yet. There's the rain.
Came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Yeah, I would doubt that too. They don't have the best building skills. No, I guess they have pretty good houses actually. You never know. Oh, we have now.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
What a responsible adult. So this kid's power is definitely to create storms. Oh, there's the lightning. I like playing with this. Yeah, he definitely summons lightning as his power. Should we collect all the items? It should be all of them, yeah? Oh, there's all of them. And nope, no lightning, huh? He just got
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day.
taken away by the kites.
Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Dang. Soul had already become one with the storm. Truly ascended. Definitely wasn't killed.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Didn't she have two brothers, though? Why didn't they name one of them Gus? Was Gus the third child? No, Gregory was the third child. Gus was the second child. So wouldn't they name the second child Gus, if anything? I don't get that. Because she's the youngest of three. Gus was the middle of three. First boy, too. So one of the two brothers should have been Gus, if you're going to name a kid Gus. Strange. Anyways, they all definitely had superpowers. That's what I've taken away from this. The kite's pretty good shape for being in that crazy storm. It lost one ribbon, and this one got a little torn, but that's it. Why'd they put that up, too? They're like, oh, this is what he died doing. Died doing what we love, I guess. Yep, they love their memorials that incorporate the things that killed them.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
That's fair. Wait, she still lived in the room, though.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Yeah, build a new room. Your family's all about that. But I guess maybe she built this. This is a pretty sick area, too. I don't knock anyone for living in this thing. It'd be pretty sick with the rock wall coming up. This would be fun. You have like something to jump down on, or like a zip line takedown, like at the window or something. Oh, that'd be sick. It's such a cool room. Why do you have a vacuum though? You've got like no floor space for a vacuum to be needed. I don't know. Oh, here's the dad.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay, that's cool. Nice. Found love in India. I guess that explains all the Indian stuff. Is that a mandala? I'm not sure. Liked school stuff. Oh, right here.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about.
School and
But
religion.
I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Yeah, a lot of people turn to religion in sad times.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Oh, cool.
Lewis was born a year like
I don't think I'd like to live in India though. It's too hot there, and I've heard a lot of garbage and stuff about it. You know what I mean? Like them having a lot of garbage. Interesting.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Oh.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
So that's why they returned, because the dad died. That's sad. That's rough. But at least she had somewhere to return to, you know?
And
It's
to
a
see
pretty
the
sick
kids in the
house.
house again.
And yeah, I'm sure Edie loved to have company. They made a little flower bed. How old were their kids when she was born? Dawn? Oh no, Dawn was the oldest. No, sorry, Edith. Edith was the youngest, and she had a 7-year gap on Milton. So Milton and Lewis grew up here, and then she was born here? I don't know when they moved here, but they definitely had more time with Edith than she did. Oh no, Dawn was here too. Oh no, Dawn was the mom, yeah. Okay. Mixing up names.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Oh, so they built this. This is like the attachment for these guys. This is a pretty sick place to live, though. They just built more on top of the house instead of, like, out. An interesting decision, but I respect it, you know? I'd like to build up, too, if possible. But who built this? Did they build it? I guess she was building houses in India. Maybe she built it. But it's a lot of work for one person to build. And the old woman definitely couldn't. Or the kids. I guess maybe they hired someone with all the money they have.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Oh, nice. They have like a little school here. The mom taught them. This would be cool. I get a little distracted looking at this super beautiful view all the time, though. Definitely not a great area to learn, but a great area for everything else, you know?
But it didn't last.
I thought the electricity was out, too. We tried the electricity in the basement. We'll just roll with it. Okay, so they were happy for a bit, and then...
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
And then Milton disappeared, yeah? The castle has awoken his powers. Probably. Let's see, peephole.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
It's sad. I guess a lot of this isn't very happy, though. They were very... lively, though. They're all very cool. It's such a cool area. Okay, keep going. What was I trying to say? Like, very vibrant lives? There's a word for that. Bombastic? Not really. Colorful? Colorful. They're all very colorful people. Whoa, imagine living in this, like, loft.
I was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
And just, like, investing all your life into painting. This is the life, man. That's pretty sick. Like, designing big architectural places, like a city or something? I don't know. Pretty cool, though. Oh, and then he's got this, like, rope pulley system that can take him to the top. Oh, this is a badass house. A little castle. Yeah. Definitely very cool. Oh, is this
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
his little memorial thing? Is that what this is? So he's painting. Painting comes to life. Little bit eldritch, little bit godlike. Creating living art. Oh, is this the door that he built downstairs? So he paints a door. And then he goes in and he's gone. So he has created his own dimension for him to enter, and then he lives there now. That's why he went missing. So he went missing in 2003.
Disappeared.
Wow. Yeah. Definitely superpowers. Or magic powers? Supernatural? I don't know what you call them, but suspicious. How old was he when he disappeared? 11. Less suspicious. Hopefully. Okay. Do we go back down? Yeah, okay.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
As a mom does when their child goes missing. Very reasonable. That's a cool ship too. So this is where he disappeared to. He went into this picture. Into his own dimension. Create a world he created.
Mom didn't want it getting out.
He found his superpowers. Yep. How old was Lewis when his brother disappeared? 20 almost? No, 15? Still pretty old. Old enough to get messed up by it. So he's probably the next one we see, yeah? Because we already ran into everyone else. Well, except for Dawn. But I think Lewis will be next. Because Dawn didn't die at the house. She died this year. And the story's what remains of Edith Finch, so is she gonna die? I don't know, I guess we'll see.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Whoa. That is a sick house. Little half boat,
After
half
he graduated, he just spent more and more
shack.
time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Okay, so he...
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room.
Oh, we looked in all the
Except
peepholes. Interesting. So he's 22 when he died. Rip. But he was welcome to his sister, so that's cool. But let's see. This is such a sick house or room. I'd totally live there. Looking out over this whole thing on like a boat. That is a picture, you know? Imagine just vibing on these chairs. Oh, really vibing on these chairs. He's having a good time. We know why Lewis stayed here.
Very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
He's got this like psychedelic music just permanently playing. That's his superpowers. He definitely became enlightened, we'll say. There's his tool. But yeah, no, that's... Oh, I don't want to go back outside. I was just going to say, like, this is such a sick view to get, like, high from. Get high on. I don't know. I don't do a lot of drugs, or any drugs, for that matter, so... My lingo is not very good. But... he was having a good time. Exit. Okay. But where's his mural thing? I guess we'll find that. Maybe they didn't have time to build one, yeah, because he was
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but
They
he
left
was
right after.
surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
No, I think he died just once. But that's rough. Can't relate. Oh. What is this? Oh, psychologist?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's
Psychiatrist, I meant.
I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Fish. Oh, Lord. That is dangerous. I think I know where he's dying.
Working at the cannery.
Yeah, this is not a fun job to be sober on.
He withdrew part of himself.
But, you know, I wouldn't hate this, depending on what you're
In
making.
sessions, I saw the same behavior.
If I was making $50 an hour or something on this, I'd be
His
fine.
mind began to
He's withdrawing, yeah?
wander.
Oh, he's playing a little game while he's working?
I asked him to describe it.
You gotta do both, yeah? That's not too bad.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Okay, yeah, I can see where he's
Feel
going.
his way about.
Oh, I gotta throw the fish.
Then something moved. Bats.
Interesting.
Birds.
That's pretty cool. Dragon.
And things that have not names.
So when he stopped doing the substances, he
He knew it was all in his head.
started to tap into a new world himself. Ah, keep going, Bo. Ah, the fish are running out.
But he took it very seriously. I
Okay.
had hoped he'd find himself.
Is he playing RuneScape now? This isn't too hard to multitask.
But he found something more.
RuneScape. That's what he found, yeah?
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery,
Uh-huh.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Yeah, because he's
Like a whole new Lewis.
dialed in on his mind world.
So I let him go on.
His powers awakened when he stopped doing drugs. Another good message. Message 1, don't leave your kids in a bathtub. Message 2,
It seemed very promising at first.
drugs prevent you from unlocking your
He told me
psychic
he'd made a new
powers.
friend.
Ooh, a dog. I love it. I didn't know they had dogs in RuneScape.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Yeah, I mean,
He built the city up slowly, brick
a little
by
basic,
brick.
but
Then he made musicians.
he's got a little band to follow him. Interesting. Look at these party people. Woo. I'd love working if I had
And
these
songs for them to play.
party people in my head.
He talked about starting a band.
Yeah. A
And he was
jaunty
always
tune.
humming something.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh,
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
yeah, look at those fishes.
He no longer spoke at the cannery,
Yep,
but his chopping was as reliable as ever.
he's receding
Then
into
one
his
day it
mind.
struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
Mm-hmm.
were all in his imagination,
Oh yeah, we're getting good at this now.
so he could do whatever he wished.
Yeah. It's your own world you've created as a god.
He held an election for mayor,
Okay. What a kind.
and he won.
Yeah, obviously. Okay. He's a good god, though. You know, he's
They begged him to
into
stay, but his mind was already won.
republics or
It became a
democracies.
game for him.
Uh huh. Oh, we're still going. Is he conquesting now? Is he gonna take over the world? His own mental world?
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Uh huh. Yep. As one does.
New Louisville.
Are they all gonna be Louisvilles? Not very creative, but.
St. Louis.
Okay, what's the next
We
one?
started drifting away from our reality.
I don't know. Louisopolis.
Minneapolis. Until one day he
that one-
forgot to go home from the cannery.
Close enough. What? He's just canning all night?
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part
Come
of the ice
home.
kept sailing on.
Is she? Oh, I guess there's a little gap right there. Yeah. How'd she even get there, though? Wow, shutting her out for his own new world.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Beautiful princess, handsome queen? Wait. Oh, prince. This way. I misread.
Handsome queen.
Yep. Gotta go for the marriage. Oh. I'm falling a little behind. I was distracted. I misread that for a second. That could have been dangerous.
The queen was on her own quest for...
A radiant rainbow. Obviously, you gotta stay positive. Much too dangerous.
Radiant rainbows.
For his own little mental world, you know? You gotta stay positive. It's a utopia. Look at those. Oh, we knocked one over. That's sad. Rip. Well, 4 for 3. 3 for 4 is pretty good. Harp? Nah, guitar. We're a rock family.
Electric sitar.
Oh, sitar. I can read. Oh, I missed one. Shit. That's sad.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Yeah. Look at this parking job. Oh, right on the money.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Okay. Oh, the shopping thing's gone, though. He is really invested now.
All in his imagination.
Oh, too many fish. When's she even meeting with him anymore if he's just living in the cannery and constantly fishing it up?
But he was so proud of having created it.
Can I grab this fish? No, I can't. Oh, I just need to chop one more
In
fish.
his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
A god, I'm telling you. He is a god. They're all gods.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Fair. It is a
And then it
lot to
struck
take in.
that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of
Yeah.
the Golden Palace.
That's how they all died. For in this world, you know, they've obviously all ascended to the next. His whole family.
My imagination is as real as my body.
They were too
It's
powerful.
hard to argue with him.
Too powerful for this world. Little baby door. Yep. Oh, we're in the cannery now. Right? Cannery? Oh, what? Interesting. So when he leaves that world through that door? I don't know. A lot of questions. Man, he was really invested in that picture and lifestyle. Interesting.
Began to forget the world we know.
Yeah. He wasn't leaving. He was coming in. Why are they dumping all the... Oh,
I think it pained him
it's
to
part of
remember
the...
Lewis, the cannery worker.
It's a lot of fish. Kind of messed up to throw them back into like a river-like item after chopping their heads off. Oh no, their heads aren't chopped off here. I'm confused how this factory works. Why are these fish being conveyor belted back into the water? And then some of them are being grabbed and chopped off and put into a different area? I don't know. Where are they coming from, too? They're just all coming from
Began
this...
to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh, is he gonna kill this guy? Hello, friend. Oh, that's him. Is it him? Are we going up here?
I still thought I could save him.
That's dangerous. What is this pile of fishes? Heads or corpses
Even
or...
after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Yeah. What a normal, rational thing to say. You should have totally trusted him. Okay, he is now entering...
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Yeah, I'd prefer this place than that place, I think. I agree with him. I mean, why live in the real world if you got this, you know? Look at this dude.
Including the wise
We're jamming out.
insisted on advising him.
Ooh, look at that big old cat. Molly. There he is. Interesting. Very fish related too. I guess that's his life, you know. We'll go up the left.
Queen waited, holding his crown.
Yeah. Now I understand why there was a crown on his grave.
There was only one thing left to do.
Crown him? Oh no. That just clicked on how he's gonna die. Yep. There it is.
Bend down his head.
The cannery. That took me too long to realize. Oh no. That's bad.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
That is not the place to get your crown. All right, pretty gnarly.
My
What do you look
was
like?
really cool.
Oh yeah.
I wish you could have met him.
He seemed like a cool dude. Up until he went a little crazy, but, you know. He's got that colored up WASD. Interesting. I don't have one of those, but, you know, to each their own. It's a cool room, though. Definitely probably top room in the house so far. Second place, maybe that, no, the whale room. Whale room, definitely. Whale shark room, and then third would be her mom's room. That little loft.
On Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Aw, that's pretty messed up. You didn't give her any warning? But
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
yeah, that's messed up. You gotta give her time to prepare. So this is her room. Oh, wait, but where is the mom's room? Maybe she went back to the loft, or maybe this is her room. Yeah. Pretty messed up to
I
Edie.
understand why we left.
You left like a 90-year-old or a 100-year-old? How old is she? She died in 2010? They left in 2010. No, you killed her. That's fucked up. I mean, you made the right decision. No, screw that. You killed her. She could have lived to 120.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Wow, not very good at packing, I guess. Ooh, these are cool stairs. I dig that.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Oh, here's Edith's. Oh, Edith probably got the best room. Oh! Edie better not have died on the day they left. That'd be pretty fucked up. But, oh yeah, this is a cool room. Got some origami going. Some paper mache with all the stuff how her relatives died.
End one way or another.
Oh no.
What's left now was to tell you about that last night.
This is pretty cool. Room to grow up in too. I mean, obviously a little like Harry Pottery for how small it is, but like pretty cool. Definitely had some of that magic from her whole family, you know. Oh, this is the brothers' castle. Anything else? There was the kite. There was the castle. I guess the animals could be Molly. Space. Actor. I don't know. She's got a lot of her family's memorabilia in here, but okay, last night. Oh, Edith. No, Edie. Edith. So this isn't, she's Edith, yeah? Okay. I like that name. It's not a bad name. It's a little old for a name for a kid, but like nowadays, but I think it's a pretty cool name. Okay, what happened on the last night? I'm guessing Edie died. Unfortunately.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Oh.
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma,
You know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it?
Ooh,
The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
She put her foot down. I respect it. She didn't go for a fire. She ain't going ever.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Oh, what? There was another entrance this whole time? Pretty sick still.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Yeah, this is a cool house. Not a very secret entrance, but still a good one. None of their entrances are all that secret, but you know, you gotta be easy enough, I guess, for people to figure it out.
Of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
Okay, a little gnarly, but somewhat fair, I guess.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
I mean, a curse is a curse, you know? You gotta either believe it or you don't, but nothing's gonna change that.
Have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning.
Unless you're gonna try to break the curse, but I wouldn't know how to go about doing that, so it's probably not gonna happen. But fretting over it doesn't help, but I don't know, knowing it doesn't hurt. Unless you're paranoid like she is.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Oh, so she's the journalist, for sure. She's library.
Way, way out.
Ooh. Tsunami? But no one died on the day she was born, yeah?
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Wow, fully receded.
Earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Tsunami.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Those always followed by...
It smelled awful.
Those always are followed by tsunamis, though.
In that house every day of my life.
She could have swam out to it, though, when she was younger. On a calmer day.
I never thought I'd go back to it.
Again, you could have just swam to it, but whatevs.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Okay, is she getting her powers from the original house? So we gotta do this blind.
I got turned around.
I didn't get turned around, I just went forward. This is the way to the house. Not
For
the...
a while, I wandered.
Mm-hmm. And then a giant tsunami killed me.
I started
and took the house.
Things.
Ooh, a deer. That's how Sam died.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Yahtzee? A bed frame?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Interesting.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Yeah. Whoa, it's got a little gate still working? Oh, yeah, a functioning gate here? That's pretty cool.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Rip. In both ways.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never
Sent
saw
me
Grandma
out.
Edie again.
Aw. She's so cool, though. Bye,
The next
Grandma.
morning, the band came
Great
to pick her
Grandma.
up, but she was already gone.
Aw, return to the house.
After that, we moved around a lot.
Oh, yeah. So Edie
We both tried to make the best of it.
Was a scribe who archived the world and became one with the library. Yep.
A few years went by.
Ooh, that's cool. Shake it off.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Yeah?
The rest happened pretty quickly.
That's not good. See, she tried to deny her powers and hide from
She got better
them.
for a while.
And that led to her body breaking down.
She didn't.
Yep. She was trying to reject it, and her body couldn't handle it. That's tough.
The last Finch left alive.
Gotta procreate, but I guess you're doing that now.
Until I found out about you.
How did she have a kid, though? We need to talk about the dad?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
Probably not.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
Exactly. Just gotta take it all in, you know?
Appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, are we?
This journal was supposed to be for you.
That looks like a cervix. And I know.
Now I hope you'll never see it.
Or maybe bowels? Wait, what? Oh, you don't want her to ever see the journal?
I just want to meet you.
That's fair.
And tell you all these stories myself.
Oh, I see. Cool. Well, that's
I
good.
guess if you're reading this now,
Oh, no.
things didn't work out that way.
That's not a good sign. Okay, is this her being born? A little weird.
This is where your story begins.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's
Bro.
a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Well. Bruh. She died in 2017. That's the year after, though. And she had a boy? But how'd the boy be born if she died? I guess she died right after. Maybe died during childbirth? That's sad. And also a boring way to go. Maybe the mom fought off the curse and died by it, and then it went away, and they all lost their powers. Or Shirley does. That was a cool... It was a cool story. I liked that. So the mom broke the curse. That's what I'm going with. It's my interpretation. Is this based on like a true family? Because that's a lot for a family to go through. Obviously, they're all amplified exaggerations, I'm sure, but it's a lot of early deaths if that's based off a true family. I don't know. It was a cool story, though. Definitely one to, or maybe it's based off of multiple different cases that happened, like around the world, or totally fictitious. I don't know. But moral of the story: enjoy life, don't fear death, don't kill yourself. I don't know. It was cool though. Oh. Yeah, they all have different last names, so I'm guessing they're kind of loosely based off of other events. Yeah. Gracie families are the best though. You gotta be a little eccentric. Alright, well when this comes out I will be skiing, so I think I'll be back Monday? Sunday night maybe? I don't know. I'll probably stream then. for now, I'll be skiing. I don't really know what day I'm going to drop this, but I don't know. We'll see. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday is my guess. If it's out then I'm right. Some of these don't have anything to do with the stories though, like that anthill thing. Is that a real baby? Is that a doll of a baby? I'm not sure. Interesting. Whale room. They were definitely a different family. But you know, it takes a different perspective to create new things. No boring family ever invented anything new, probably. That's not true, I'm sure. Seems like a pretty small group made this game, though. So this is... Took them 5 years to make it, I'm thinking. Came out in 2017. The End. Teeth Tom. Interesting. Okay. The replay of story is available option. Okay. So you can recheck stuff. Okay. Well, that was a fun game. I will see you guys later. Have a good one. I really wonder how Edith died. She just passed away in her house in the library. I also wanted to hear the end of her story, but I guess we won't. Oh well. Also how... Oh, we know how Dawn died. Okay. So we don't know how Sanjay died either, though. But oh well. It was a cool game nonetheless. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one.